on Instagram and on Facebook. Hello, hello, social media. Wait. Okay, here we go. This needs to be adjusted a little bit. There you go. Okay, now you guys can see all of me. Oh, let me fix my hair for you just a little bit. Keep it nice and sexy for social media for all for my legions of viewers, right? I no, I appreciate all of the love that I get on social media. I just I love it. It's so great and wonderful, and I love feedback that I get, both positive and constructive. So if you have ideas for ways that I can improve the videos or topics that you'd like to see covered, let me know because I'd love to support you. Okay. So, anyways, hello everyone, and thanks for watching. Hi Facebook, and hello Instagram. As usual, I'm going live on two different devices, so sometimes you'll see me looking this way, and sometimes you'll see me looking this way, because I got the phone there and the computer right there. And this video today is all about sanity during Corona, following along with that series, and this is moving your body will set you free. Okay, this is critical. When we are talking about exercise and movement, we talk about the physical aspects of it, but it really is important for our mental health. And I actually am really excited because I just got done doing a fantastic Afro beats workout. If you have not worked out to African music or Caribbean or something, it's fast as hell. But it is amazing and wonderful, and I love it. And so I highly, highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun, something you can work up to. You don't have to get it perfectly the first time. You can just keep going and keep doing it over and over again. So I'm going to talk about how exactly those exercises will set you free and why they are necessary, especially during this time of Corona. I hope that you and yours are all safe and sound, and I know there's a lot of transition happening right now. There's a lot that's up in the air. It's a little bit of a scary time. So all the things that we can do to build our sanity, we definitely want to do. And these are tactics that are tried and true in my own life as well. I recommend them for clients, but I also am using these tactics myself to keep sane. Okay, so when you see me posting workout pictures, it is a sanity ploy. Pure and simple. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm looking at my notes real quick. Oh, I just want to say, before I get started and jump in, I just want to remind you of two things that I'm doing throughout this whole thing. I mean, I'm always offering free sessions, but especially during this time. I know I'm a health coach, but I'm also a certified life coach as well too. I help people, I help women in particular who are struggling with weight loss learn how to change their habits and their mindsets so they can keep weight off for good. That's what I do right now. But I'm also a certified health life coach. So people have been hitting me up about a whole variety of different issues. And especially now during this time, I want to give back. And so, I'm offering free sessions. So if you need you need more personalized support for your sanity savers, that is okay. It's normal. I talk to a therapist weekly myself. I have a coach as well too. I have a business coach. So if you need that support right now, we all need support. Okay? There's a reason I show up here happy. It's because I have support, and it's because I do things for myself. I want to invite you to do that too. So sign up for a free session. There's no kind of strings attached. It's just for you to be able to get that support. Okay. You can click on the link in the description, or Instagram. You can click on the link in my bio to figure out how to start an appointment with me, or you can just message me. Either way will work. Okay. And with that, also, if you click on that link as well, you'll also find a resource for Corona. Different things that for how to deal with how to find sanity during this crazy time. And you can also, again, message me too if you have problems with that link. Okay. So now let's dive on in, and let's talk about the why it's so important to take care of, to exercise and to move. Okay. I think it just goes without saying, as I mentioned before, that exercising is very, very important for your mindset. We're dealing with so much as it is on a regular day, right? On a good day, you have, work to do, you have people to take care of, you have bills to pay, responsibilities out the butt. And so many of us overwork and overdo. So many of us have so much on our plate, but let alone during a time of trauma and chaos like this. This is an uncertain time and it's scary, right? And so one of the things that we have to do that is mandatory when it's crazy times like this is we must take care of ourselves. And yes, even a little bit more than usual. So if you don't take care of yourself at all, like if your self-care plan was zero before, which so many of us have done, right? And that was me, that was my life. I used to be a caregiver for my mom, a full-time teacher, parent, spouse, taking care of a household. I don't know how I did it without going crazy. And frankly, I mean, actually, did I do it without going crazy? No. I actually got a lot of help and support because I realized I didn't want to lose my mind. And so when we start to thinking about exercising and moving our bodies, instead of just thinking about it as like a weight loss tool, we have to think about exercise as a gift that we give to ourselves for sanity. Okay, exercise is something that gives us endorphins on a chemical level. So I just did this fantastic workout, as I mentioned before. It was a Afro dance workout. It was crazy as hell and fun, but it made me feel really good. You know, when I first woke up this morning, I had a little bit of dread. I had some uneasiness and some uncertainty. And when I did that workout, my attitude quickly changed. And it's not about, kind of ignoring what's going on in the world, although sometimes that can be helpful, right? But it's just knowing about, when I exercise, it really gives me a chemical boost that I need to be able to take on and listen to all of the crazy things that are going on. It helps me be more solution oriented in this crazy time. So, I've definitely had moments of fear where I'm like, oh my gosh, what is this going to do for my business? What is this going to do for the schools that I support? What is this going to do for our family, for the kids being here all day, every day? But exercising, I'm telling you, it is that endorphin boost that I need to help me be like, okay, I can get through this and I can survive this. It's one of the tools in my arsenal, and it should be one of the tools in yours too if you haven't. Okay. And like, exercise, let's talk about some of the challenges though, right? Now, I wasn't always really into exercising on a consistent basis. I mean, let's face like I wasn't born out the womb exercising on consistently. Sometimes when I look at myself and I look at the fact that I exercise 5 to 7 days a week, I'm like, is this body snatchers? Like, what happened? Because I spent so much of my life hating exercise. It's not even funny. In PE class when I was in middle school and part of elementary school, I used to avoid running. I used to avoid working out like the plague. I mean, I went through so many different sports. You can ask like all of my family members and my loved ones because I'm like, I went through so many different sports because they all involved running. And I was like, I don't want to move my body that much. So it's kind of funny now that I'm into exercising. But that just goes to show you, if somebody like me, who is a lifelong anti-exercise person, is now a consistent person, we can all do it. It takes patience and time to do that. And also people ask me how I stay consistent. Part of the reasons were this. These were the things that I did. The things that I did, and these are the tips that I'm going to give you. Is like having patience with yourself is the first thing. Okay, having patience with yourself and starting out where at your level, okay, and doing it from a place of privacy. So one of the ways that I got back into exercising around the time I started getting my health coaching certification was I decided I wanted to use online workouts because they were private, okay, because I didn't want to be judged. I didn't want to go to a gym and have to expose my lack of skill to everybody, and that can be a real big deal. And suddenly we're in this era, this coronavirus era, where all of a sudden we have to move in private. Guess what? Kind of sucks, but it can be a gift. It's an unexpected gift that you get to move in private because no one gets to see you. Okay? Don't know how to dance that well, but really love dancing? No one cares. No one's going to see you. Okay? So it's the gift of the online workout. There's that privacy. You can start from where you are and you can grow. And when I first started out, working out again, I started at like, all I could do was stretch a little bit and not even that well. I wasn't even that flexible. But I just started out stretching and walking a couple of blocks, and then my strength grew from there. And now I'm at the point where I can run 6 miles comfortably. I have a 9 to 9.5 minute mile when I run. That took me so long to get, right? But it's because I just started where I was and just focused on building up week after week. Every 2 weeks or so, I'm like, oh, I feel a little bit stronger. I wonder if I can do this now. I wonder if I can add this. So it was just being patient with myself, starting where I was and doing it in a private place. Okay, and then finally, the other major thing that makes this an amazing time and why it will set you free is because this is a time where you have extra time on your hands. Okay? You have extra time on your hands. Most people are working from home. And one of the biggest obstacles I hear time and time again that get in the way of people taking care of themselves is I don't have enough time. Well, guess what? All of a sudden, you've been the gift of time. And what way, and you can now fill it with just committing to yourself one small action each day that you're going to take to exercise and move your body. Again, it doesn't have to be big. You don't have to move mountains overnight. Moving mountains can start with just, pushing yourself slightly outside of your comfort zone. If all you can do is walk a block or two, try to get yourself to walking 3 blocks by a week's time. If you cannot touch your toes, maybe you just focus on touching your shins. Maybe you focus on, getting to your toes in 2 weeks, whatever it is, right? But just starting where you are and giving yourself permission to move slowly, okay? And again, this is not an easy thing to do alone. I didn't do this alone. I lost 50 pounds. I exercise. I love it now. It feeds my soul. It makes me feel so good. And that boost that you get from accomplishing that goal, from getting that win, from watching yourself get a little stronger, is going to be so amazing and help transform you and set you free. And if you need help with that, I would love to support you. I didn't do this alone, as I mentioned before. Hit me up for a free session. Again, there's no pressure to work with me. It's just an opportunity for you to get clear about where it is that you really want to be, where it is you really want to go, and the number one thing that is standing in your way from getting there. Okay, so book a free session with me. As I mentioned, the link is in the description if you're in Facebook, and the link is in my bio if you're on Instagram. I would love to support you. I was there too, and I get it. And whether or not your concern is health related or it's just like, I need someone to talk to, I got you. And I would love to support you during this time. Okay? Exercise will set you free during Corona. Okay? So, what is one small action step you can take for yourself today, this week? Maybe it's setting up a call with a coach. That's a brave one, right? Or, maybe it's getting out there and just walking and pushing yourself slightly. Okay? All right, guys, take care. Go do that thing that sets you free today. And I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Oh, and don't forget to share this video with people. Like it. Facebook really likes when you do that. Share this with other people who you think can benefit from this message today. All right, I love you all. We will get through this together in one piece. Bye. Saying bye to Instagram and bye to Facebook. Woohoo!